everybody, welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I am your host Crash, and today I am taking a deck from LDF who had posted about this like Gardevoir evolution control, which I thought was fantastic. It was cool. I didn't even see that, so I'm glad he posted that, so thank you to him. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below, but I've tweaked it a little bit, and it's also sparked another idea in my head that I'm gonna try to work on, see if I can make it work, but it's kind of similar. But anyways, I modified his list just a little bit because I felt like you didn't need the Screamtail, you didn't need some of the stadiums, and I modified some of the supporters, I believe. And I was this close to taking out Alakazam, but I didn't, but I think we can. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get to the deck list and see what it's all about. This deck focuses on the Bronzong here with the Evolution Jammer attack. During your opponent's next turn, they cannot play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve that Pokemon for 1 Psychic Energy, do 30 damage. Doesn't seem like a lot, but there are a lot of decks that do rely on evolving, and you can just shut them out from playing the game if you don't let them evolve. Charizard's ain't not going to be able to do anything to you. Chien-Pal's is somewhat of a matchup you can handle. What other ones? There's like Arceus, Giratina, everybody that evolves you can handle with them. So that is the Bronzong. How are we doing this? It's put into a Gardevoir engine. I did take the list from LDF and modify it just a little bit. We're playing 2 Drifloon to help us with attacking. This deck needs some way to like do big one-shots. Drifloon is there. I could see an argument for going up to 3 Drifloon. You can definitely cut the Radiant Alakazam. I think I talked about that in the intro. I don't see a need for Radiant Alakazam too much, but it's a niche card in there. You can definitely cut that guy. But we have the Gardevoir line, a 4-3-2 line, 1 Mew EX to help us set up and help us keep chaining the Bronzongs and Drifloons for that matter. And then let's look at the item cards that help us get there. We have 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, of course, getting out all of our basics, 1 Counter Catcher. Usually we're not behind on this deck, actually, for most of the time. So Counter Catcher, that's why we only play 1. We also have 1 Boss's Orders as well. Usually we don't really need to care about their bench because they're not evolving anything. 2 Earthen Vessels to help search out energies, 1 Super Rod to get back some of our Pokemon that go away, 4 Ultra Balls, of course. We need to up that consistency, and we are playing 2 copies of Practice Studio. You have never seen this card, if I don't blame you if you haven't. But remember, this stadium allows your Stage 1 Pokemon to do 10 more damage. So Bronzong, instead of doing 30, it could do 40, which does matter in some matchups to kind of help speed up being able to take those KOs, because you are winning with KOs in this deck anyways. We got 3 Arven, 1 Boss, 1 Eri. I think you can bump this up to 2. It kind of helps with... having 2 Eri helps with the Chien-Pal matchup, so you don't have to worry about them getting back Excalibur if you can get their rare candies out of their hand. 4 copies of Iono, 1 Research, 1 Professor's Turo scenario to pick up your Pokemon, 2 Salvatore, which allows you to search your deck for a card that has no abilities and evolve your Pokemon. So it allows you to get that turn 1, if you're going second, you get that turn 1 Bronzong, and boom, you can do it. That's what Salvatore's in here for. 1 Bravery Charm, 1 Hero's Cape, and 1 Luxurious Cape. Those are here to bump up the HP for your Drifloons so that they can attack and take those big one-hit KOs. And we're also playing 1 copy of TM Devo. TM Devo is very hard to use in this deck, but it is usable. So, like, for example, you're playing up against Charizard, and they've used, if they were able to evolve, they use maybe like 2 rare candies to evolve, right? If you can Eri away and more rare candies and then Devo them, they have no way of coming back. So that's kind of why it's in here, but it's almost like a backup plan, and I could see a reason for not playing it, and my future variation of this deck may not play it at all, which I think it won't. But anyways, that's that. The deck will be in the description down below. I will also have a link to LDS video on this, which I thought was really cool. This inspired me a lot to do a list on this, and another idea that I'm going to be working on for next week. Anyways, let's go watch the deck in action. Alright, going up against the Dialga, which is an evolution deck, so this is good. Ooh, the top deck of the Ralts is great. Let's play Ralts and Buddy-Buddy Poffin for another Ralts and a Bronzor. Manaphy most likely won't get KO'd, so we will attach the energy to Bronzor. And next turn we have Research into Bronzong, and we can start swinging, so we'll go ahead and pass here, as long as we don't get Iono'd. I mean, we'll see, of course. But we do have a great start to this. We have the Ultra Ball for the Bronzong, Earthen Vessel for the other energy. There's an Arven from our opponent, so no Iono. And we're hoping to really slow this deck down a little bit. I was thinking maybe... So, hopefully we can find the stadium, so we're doing 40 damage a turn instead of just 30. Ooh, they got TM Evo. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. That'll get around what we're doing. Okay, change of plans. Very much so, change of plans. Team Evo's going to allow them to get their Metangs out. But we still stop them from having another turn, I suppose. Team Evo's a pain. Well, we top deck the Bronzong, okay. They can just easily attack and KO us now. So do we go for the Drifloon play? I think we Earthen Vessel, get rid of Salvatore. And then we do that. We need to get a lot of energy in the discard. Ultra Ball those away. Grab a Kirlia. Evolve there. Evolve here just in case. And then we research. Okay, another Ralts is good to see. Refinement away the energy, of course. Practice Studio's nice. Got another Kirlia, which is good. Okay, we can still keep this going. And let's get rid of that. No Drifloon. But that's okay, because we don't have a Gardevoir to power it up anyways. Let's throw down the Practice Studio. Retreat into Bronzong. At least we get some damage on this guy. I'm going to Earthen Vessel away the Ralts here. Pull out the last energy of the deck just to thin. And we can Evolution Jammer for 40. And I expect Bronzong to go down, and I don't need to put down another Bronzong, I don't think. I think we could beat this deck with just the Drifloons, hopefully, since we're single prizers. We'll figure that out, though. But they can't evolve yet, which is nice. They can't use Dialga V-Star. But they can have another TM Evolution to get around this, so that is the one way to get around this deck is TM Evos. So yeah, they can get a Dialga V down, and then attach Team Evo and evolve these two on the bench. And start powering that guy up. For sure. Oh, they're powering up the active. They could whiff here and not get a knockout. Attaching cards. If they get 2, they do. They got 3. Alright, so they will get the KO here. And we will try to go up with a Drifloon. So we know they have TM Evil in their hand, but I guess they don't need it now. And we can Iono them to 5 to get rid of what they have. Another Bronzong. So we'll attach to Ralts. And then Iono. Get them down to 5. Hopefully we can find our Drifloons. And a Gardevoir. Okay. Not quite there, but there's the Buddy Poffin. That's double Drifloon for sure. Does Counter Catcher do? Not much. Refinement away Bronzong. We need to find the Gardevoir, or else we're kind of screwed here. No Gardy. We did get another Kirlia though. We can Refinement away the Arven. Gardevoir? Okay, we got Gardevoir. Ooh, we only have one Gardevoir in the deck. We should be able to get the KO here, so let's go ahead and Psychic Embrace. Attach a couple to Drifloon. Attach one to the Kirlia. And then we're going to have to retreat. Into the Loon. Doing 120. How much do I need? 180. I think I have to attach... I think I can only attach one more. Right. Can only attach one more. So I'm missing the last piece, I think. Oh, we're doing 180. That's what we need, right? Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you. Alright, 180. Whew. That scared me for a little bit. We get 2 prize cards, hopefully another Gardevoir, and a way to boost our Drifloon's attack ability with like the Luxurious Cape or the Hero's Cape. We're going to definitely need Hero's Cape to take out Dialga. We did Iono them, so we'll see what happens there. Zamazenta, a couple energies go away. They need the Dialga V-Star now, which they got. And a boss's orders. And some Metal Makers to hit. They just need to hit 2 energies off a Metal Maker if they have one in their hand. They should have attached from their hand, though. But this Super Rod might put back 2 energies. Okay. Fair. Metal Maker hits for 1. Okay, they need 1 energy in hand and another energy off the next Metal Maker or another Metang to do this. Okay, they hit. They hit for 2, so now they have the Star Chronos. And of course, we're just going to throw up Manaphy and hope from there. Because they can definitely hit for 310 on the Gardevoir at some point. There's the Star Chronos, okay. Saw that coming, which is fine. That TM Evo, man, that threw up this whole thing, but we could still pull this out. That's why we have Drifloon as a backup attacker. We hope they don't have a boss, but they most likely do. We hope they don't get any more energies. I don't know how many they need to actually do the KO here. I think they need like, what, 10? No, that'd be 400. So 9 would be 360. 8 would be 320, so they need 8. They need 8 energy on this Dialga to KO. And there's 4 energy in the discard, so that means there's 10 energies total. They did hit an energy here. They hit 2 energy onto the Dialga V on the bench. Wow. They might not have a boss then. Energy to the Dialga on the bench as well. And a Metal Blast. Okay. So I think we just get there with Arven, I suppose. A Mew EX. I don't know if we need to play that. Let's refinement away the Salvatore. We don't need Salvatore anymore. There's the Rod and a Luxurious Cape. But that'll give them 1 more prize card, so I kind of want to get the Hero's Cape if it's in the deck. So we can play Arven here and find Hero's Cape seems good. And Buddy-Buddy Poffin seems good. Attach the Hero's Cape to a Drifloon. We'll play the Mew in case of an Iono play. I don't actually care if Mew gets KO'd. We're still ahead enough in prizes. And we'll refinement away a Counter Catcher. Just less cards. I don't think we really need Counter Catcher in this matchup. Okay. And then we got the Psychic Embraces. Actually, you know what? I think it might be correct to Super Rod in the Drifloon and play it now. I think so. They still need to take 3 prizes. I think that is correct. In case of the Iono. We'll get back this Drifloon. Put that guy back in the deck. Buddy Poffin. And throw the... No, we shouldn't throw the cape on it. This is hitting for 300, so we'll hit Dialga for 300, take 2 more prize cards. In the anticipation of an Iono, we super routed back the other Drifloon because we only need to take 2 more prizes. Bravery Charm is great. That's another card that would help us hit to the 300 damage mark, which is good. We have them all in our hand. They have another energy for the Dialga. They have a V-Star, so it'll be hard to go down. What other 2 cards do they have in their hand? Metal Maker. Okay. There's no way they could take 3 prizes, so I'm fine. Those 2 cards have to be, one of those has to be an Iono to give our opponent a chance. And Drifloon just stole the show. It's supposed to be a Bronzong show, but you know what? Bronzong did set up the first KO. If we didn't get that Bronzong hit for 40 damage specifically, we would not have been able to KO that first Dialga, and this would have been a totally different game. It's also good that they haven't even seen a boss when they did. If they were able to boss KO the Gardevoir, that would also make this game a little bit different. But here we are. There's the Iono. I knew they had an Iono. So we're going to get Iono to 2. That's still at the bottom of the deck. We got an Arven. That's all we needed. And we are set to go. They're going to attack with this Dialga. Arven's going to get us the tool card we need. And we are perfectly fine. We are perfectly fine. $280 damage. Bye-bye, Drifloon. And let's see what we top deck. Ultra Ball, doesn't matter. We've got an Arven. We're going to grab Luxurious Cape. We can attach. And boom, we're just going to power up this Drifloon and that'll be it. Our opponent may concede here, or they may let us do this. I don't know. But they can concede if they want to. That is the power of the Gardevoir here, being able to have some control and some high damage output on the Drifloons. These Drifloons are insanely strong. Insane. I could go more if I want to, but I'm not like that. I'm going to do what I need to do. Hit for 300 and take our last 2 prize cards. Beating this Dialga V-Star deck. Easily, I would say. Maybe not. Maybe it was a little hairy at the beginning, but TMD Evo did throw us off. There's the other Gardy. Welcome to the match. We take the dubs. Alright, going against Chen Pao. This should be a good matchup for us. We got the Buddy Poffins here. Let's go ahead and get down a Bronzor and a Ralts for sure. We have the attack next turn, so we'll attach to Bronzor and pass. Yeah, we'll pass. Earthen Vessel for a couple energies. Ultra Ball for a Kirlia. And we'll retreat this Drifloon, and we should be good. Won't let them evolve. They can Hellblade us. We're going to have to set up a bunch of multiple Bronzongs. And hopefully by that time, we should be okay. Like, we'll see. This is going to be tricky. Chen Pao's a little tricky. We can stop them from evolving, but it's not hard for them to attack. So we are going to have like Drifloon come in and KO these Chen Paos. But we may be able to slow them down enough to kind of set up doing that. Maybe. Can also possibly get rid of their rare candies with Eries, but we don't have a way to loop Eries, so maybe not. They do get rid of an energy and an Earthen Vessel for a Bibarel early, so that's good. We know Bibarel's dead card. They may not have a supporter in their hand. There's a Greninja that'll conceal cards away their other energy. If they don't put an attachment this turn, that gives us an extra turn, to be honest. So that's actually good for us to see. Another Chen Pao coming down. Okay, they didn't attach this turn. Did they conceal cards? They did. Let's do that. And then we can Earthen Vessel away the basic energy here to go grab 2 more. I think we can Ultra Ball away Turo and energy to grab a Kirlia. Well, actually, Mew might be better in this case. So we're going to go down to a low hand size. I'm going to do Mew. I have to attach this. Arven could get me Buddy Poffin plus something I can get rid of. TM Devo? Well, TM Devo might be useful, so we'll just get the Poffin. And get down more Ralts. That seems good. We do have time now, so that's fine. Practice Studio is great. Play the Practice Studio, retreat the Drifloon into Bronzong, and we can Evo Jammer for 40. Now the only problem is we don't have any Kirlias, and we they could stick something else in the active and we might be a little stuck. Everything does have a 1 retreat cost, so we do just need 1 energy. But I didn't get any Kirlias. There's an Irida, so there's no counter catcher coming. Nothing of that. They get Rare Candy Excalibur, but they can't do it. So this would be a good turn to have Eri in the hand as well. Shivery Chill for 2 more energies. They're going to start manually attaching to Chen Pao. And this is, I kind of want to hold the TM Devo, but it's going to be hard when I want to draw some cards. They manually attach, which is what we expect. Maybe I should have gotten a cape. Oh, Ultra Ball. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Let's get that Kirlia. Don't want to, but we got to. Bronzong is gonna go down next turn. Let's refinement away a Ralts. Okay. This gets us another Kirlia. And we're going to Evo Jammer again. Okay, here's where we got some decision making next. They're going to KO the Bronzong. I don't have another one set up, so maybe I should have started that. Maybe I should have gotten down another Bronzong instead of the Ralts here. And we'll see what they get in their hand. We can disrupt them again from getting back Excalibur. And a Hellblade. Maybe I should have gotten... I think I should have gotten another Bronzong down, to be honest, because they have to discard their energy, and then I get 2 more turns of attacking. But we do get Counter Catcher. And another Kirlia. Okay. Let's evolve the Kirlia. We're going to Counter Catch the Frigibacks, because they only put 1 in play. And then Refinement. Or no, Restart. Okay, we got an Iono, which is great. Going to refinement away the basic energy. We could Eri as well, but odds are they have it. Alright, now's the time to Iono. Do we play the other Drifloon? No. Now's the time to Iono. Get all that stuff they had out of their hand. The freaking everything. We got Gardy. We can Buddy Poffin for another Bronzor. Earthen Vessel away the Radiant Alakazam. And we'll keep 1 energy in hand. Okay. Retreat into Drifloon. Psychic Embrace to that guy. I think we just need to do it twice, to be honest. No reason to load up. Refinement away the Manaphy. Hero's Cape. Okay. Balloon Blast. KO their Frigibacks. Now they have to find another Frigibacks. They have to find back Excalibur and Rare Candy again. Promote the Radiant Greninja, which is KOable. So I think here's my game plan. I think if we can take out another single prizer and then do Chen Pao, I think we're good. The fact that we have to force them to get another Frigiback is great. Oh, Lightning Energy. They're playing the Iron Hands. Okay. That's fine, though. Iron Hands is no threat to me. Not anymore. We can also retreat back into Bronzong. And Evolution Jammer again. They may not have anything in their hand with that Iono, because They used a lot of resources to get out the Excalibur and the... Well, no, they didn't. They just used one Ultra Ball and an Iridas. So they should have more Iridas, but it looks like they don't. We do only play one boss, and they concede. That is the Evolution Control working for you against Ship Pal, but I should have gotten another Bronzong down that other turn, but we were able to make it up for it. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you watched people not being able to evolve. I love playing control type decks, and this one is really cool, and I do have another idea for a different control kind of deck that can deal with both basic and evolution decks, because if you go up against like Roaring Moon with this deck, it's almost like it is an auto loss. Like, it's hard to beat Roaring Moon, the basic versions, and you know, the future box things that don't evolve. It's really hard to keep up with those decks, but you can. It's just harder. Anyways, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and we will see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.